Hey there guys, so you found this video, and basically this is just a little simple breakdown as how you guys can go about fulfilling the needs for the assignment and making sure that the choices that you want for your digital stencil are actually mapped through over onto the digital side to this. So I've created a playlist for you guys to go in and kind of mess around with some of the options. Now I wanted to go in and kind of talk to you guys about the ease of being able to duplicate this process over and over again with a couple quick little button clicks, and then show you guys how you can alter up some of the colors as simple as a snap of the finger like that. So what you guys are going to get from me when this assignment gets presented to you guys is a white blank document that, as you can see, you'll have a stencil that you've created. Now this stencil is going to look a lot different than what you're seeing here, but I just basically copied and pasted over everything that I did from the previous videos to give you guys a better understanding of what's going on. Now over here in our layers panel, you'll notice that really not much has changed. Actually, I've got the whole organization between shadows and midtones and highlights. Even the background color being red instead of white is still there. But I wanted to show you guys how we can go in and duplicate this process a couple times so that we can have a finished product that you guys are proud of that fits all the requirements for this project. So stay tuned and keep a look at this, okay? Now, hopefully you guys have gotten to the point where you put this all together and you're entering the last couple of steps. You've watched the videos that step you through the process of saving, changing colors, and things like that. We're going to do something here in Photoshop that's really easy. It's called grouping layers, and actually what this will do is it'll clean up this view here so that we don't have a whole bunch of individual layers, but maybe just one little folder where all the individual ones are at and we can go into. And to group layers together, it's really simple. Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to hold down the shift key on your computer, and click on each layer that we want to select or include when we go about grouping these together. Now from here, there's a couple different ways that we could do this. I like the shortcut way, which is simply holding now the command key and pressing the letter G, which will automatically look like your layers got deleted, but you'll notice in the layers menu something changed here. Instead of them all being individually seen, you can see that there is a folder with a little click down menu here, and when I click that, all of my layers are positioned nice and neatly. It's kind of hard to see the color in some of these, into this little kind of folder that maps out exactly everything that I wanted there. Whether the layer is on or off, that's all controllable in there, and I can go in and collapse that and move this around wherever I want. Maybe I want to put this here in the top corner, and that's fine. Now, like I told you guys, I wanted to give you guys a really easy way not only to collapse these or organize these a little bit better, but to show you how you can duplicate this a couple times so that you can kind of alter up what your image ends up looking like. So I'm going to smush that over there in the corner. I'm going to go in here now, and I'm going to right finger click, or I'm sorry, two finger click on this grouping folder right here, and select the second option that says duplicate group. Now this is going to open up another little menu here that's going to say, well, what do you want to call this? And actually this would be a really nice place just to rename this, whatever you want to rename it, or simply leave it as group 1 copy so that in your head you'll remember what this is all about. And what this will do is it'll make an exact duplicate copy of everything that we once had. Now it's kind of strange because on our screen here we'll only see one version of the stencil, but that's because they're in the same spot. And I can show you that if I click and drag this over to the side, you can see that I have two groupings of everything. Let me turn off that new one. It goes away. Let me turn it back on. I'll go one group down, turn that off, turn that back on, and as you can see, I have two of those side by side. Now what is awesome about this is I can now go into my second folder, and referring back to that video that I showed you guys about changing colors, I can come in here now and change any of the colors that I want to maybe make a brand new stencil. Let's see, maybe I can go in here and change this background color to being, instead of red, maybe I'll do a little bit more dark blue. That looks pretty good. Maybe lighten it up a little bit there. Take this light area and I'll change this just a tad bit. And these are just all the steps that I've already done on my last videos coming out now. Make that a little bit lighter, maybe a different color altogether. And because they're all in their own individual file, nothing in the original folder, the original group folder here, ends up changing. All of this stays exactly the same. So to show you guys that one more time, I've got my folder already grouped. I did that by pressing Command G, and now I'm going to go in and two-finger click and click Duplicate Group. It's going to say, what would you like to call it? I could change that to whatever I want. Go ahead and click OK. And now, like I said, before I move anything, it only looks like I've got two. But now I can move this down here, and I can go in, open up the folder, and change some of the colors the way I want them to be changed. I hope you guys found this video informative. I enjoyed putting it together for you guys, and I hope that you guys have a blast, making up different types of color schemes for your stencils, and obviously get as many points as you can on this project, because it's going to be the only one for the card marking. I'll see you guys.